The amount of dust that has settled. It is so gross. Oh my god, why? Fine. Okay. Yeah, my name's Elizabeth Beek and call me Liz, and in today's video we will be talking about 5 scary Japanese urban legends and or stories. So if you want to see that, keep on watching. But first, let's get it.
Mój dans ma grab, więc chodź do tańca, gdy krótko szansa i los nam gra. Mam duszę starca, nie umywalca na...
Oh my god, how do you style bangs? I can't see. I have like the fake bangs, which is why you can see the bobby pin. You can't see it like this. But like, I don't know how to style them. Like they go from here to here. It's just like... Yeah, that's exactly how they're supposed to be styled. You just see this little...
Somehow, I don't know. Either way, I tried. I failed, but I tried, which is what matters. Don't give up until you try it and try again. I don't like how there's this... Okay, whatever. I tried to wear bangs because I was like looking at Japanese hairstyles and cute makeup, and I tried. I always try to, like, if not do something scary, do something based on that country. However, I can't see, so we're gonna go like this. Okay. So like I said, I'm gonna be talking about 5 scary Japanese urban legends and or stories. And now I'm slightly scared after I've done my research. I've said this before and I will keep saying this. I do not fuck with Asian, ghost, or stories or urban legends, Latin American, including Mexico, and everywhere else except American, maybe European, but like they have banshees. Native American, no, because they have Wendigo, so no, like, I don't know why, but I feel like American ghosts and like maybe England, Scotland, Ireland ghosts aren't as scary, except I'm pretty sure banshees are from Ireland, Scotland, but like, I don't know, I feel like they're not as scary as like Asian ones and or Latin American ones, because those I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get killed in my sleep. So, hopefully nothing happens, and if you do not see next week's upload, then you already know what happened. But yes, without further ado, we have 5 scary Japanese urban legends. I'm pretty sure you've heard some of these. I'm pretty sure one of them has been made into an anime, or you've seen little like remnants of them here and there in pop culture, movies.
It's just gonna be me messing with these bangs because they annoy me. Why? How do they look so pretty on people and they look like this on me? Either way.
So you've heard some of these most likely. If you've seen them in pop culture, you've probably heard them from other YouTubers, but like, yeah, I'm just gonna do them. I haven't done a scary urban legend video in one. I want to go ghost hunting, but you know, I don't know. Can I go ghost hunting in Korea? Let me know down below. I want to go ghost hunting, but like I said, I'm scared of Asian ghosts, so who knows? So let's start with number 1 is I feel like I couldn't do a list like of Japanese urban legends without this one, because I feel it's so popular and everyone knows about it, even if those who don't live in Japan. And I want to get her name correct. It's Kuchisakeonna. So Kuchisakeonna is the ghost of the slit mouth woman. Now, many people don't know her origin story, just like any other urban legend or ghost. But she's a pretty woman who has her mouth slit all the way up to her ears, a bit like the Joker. And some say it's because she went to the dentist and she didn't really like the smell, so like the dentist accidentally cut her. Others say she was a wife and or concubine of a samurai and he caught her cheating and therefore slit her mouth with his sword. Others say it was like a jealous woman, that she was so jealous of Kuchisakeonna's beauty that she was like, fuck you. But the story is that she has the slit mouth and she carries a very sharp instrument. Now this can be a knife, a machete, a scythe, scissors, but I think they said her most common is a sickle. So after her death, you know, she became an onryo. I don't speak Japanese, so you can comment on my terrible Japanese down below. An onryo and or vengeful spirit. So they say she's seen at night like any other ghost. And she's seen with a surgical mask, which in Japan and even here in Korea, it's very common, especially in the colder months because it's cold and, you know, gotta avoid that yellow dust and or stuff. So people see her and she asks them, "Watashi kirei?" which pretty sure means, "Am I pretty?" If you say no, it's instant death, like you don't even get anything. If you say yes, she takes off her surgical mask, reveals her slit mouth, and says, "Kore demo?" which is apparently even like this, like, "Am I pretty even like this?" And if you say no and or scream, she kills you. If you say yes, she takes her sickle or whatever sharp instrument she has and makes you exactly like her. So I mean, it's a lose-lose situation. But I've heard that apparently there is a way that you can escape her. Now you can either say that her beauty is average, which would confuse her and give you time to run away, or if you say, repeat like, "Watashi kirei?" like, "Am I pretty?" to her, which will confuse her again. One of them said to throw candy, kind of like going with the Halloween theme, and others said because they believe she died at a dentist, like if you said pomade or something like that, she would like also run away. So yeah, I was like, I can't do one of these without the famous slit woman, like, ugh. And I've seen so many urban legends and theories and like videos like about her, just her. Ugh, beautiful. Now the second one is named Hanakosan, the girl in the bathroom. Now I'm pretty sure there is an anime that has recently come out about toilet bound Hanakosan. So Hanakosan, they say she lives in a school bathroom, and her most common description is that she has a bobbed haircut and she either wears a red dress or a red skirt. Now again, just like Kuchisakeonna, they don't really know how she died. Some say she committed suicide, others say it was abusive parents that killed her in the bathroom, and others say that she died like during World War II during an air raid, and she was either playing hide and seek or hiding in a bathroom. But either way, she lives in a bathroom. And the sad thing I think is that it was like she haunts elementary schools, primary schools in Japan. She doesn't haunt middle schools or high schools, which I would not get, but still. But she haunts elementary schools, and she is said to be in the third stall bathroom and or third floor bathroom. So a lot of elementary school, primary school students stare at each other to go ask if she's there. Now, to summon her, you basically go up to the third floor bathroom or third bathroom stall. You knock 3 times and ask if "Hanako-san, are you there?" If you don't hear anything, then obviously she's not there. Now, if Hanako-san is there, she will say, "Yes, I am," and a bloodied hand would appear, and they would either drag you towards the toilet, which would then take you to hell. And some stories say that a 3-headed lizard, I believe, would eat you, or, you know, she would kill you. So don't go into the bathroom, or don't do dares like that. Like, ugh, why, children, why? Next up, I'm gonna see toilet bound Hanako-san. So the third one is a bit of an urban legend, but also a bit more like has more truth to it, and it's the doll that grows human hair. So in 1918, a 17-year-old boy bought a regular doll at a market to give to his 2-year-old sister, Okiku. Yeah, Okiku. Now the doll looked a lot like the child, Okiku. They both had the Okappa haircut, which is like the long bobbed haircut that reaches the chin and stuff like that. And like Okiku really loved the doll and she took it everywhere. But tragically, a few months later, she passed away. And because the little girl loved this doll so much, the family decided to, you know, give the doll the name Okiku, like the child. And then they put that doll into their family shrine. Now, shortly afterwards, after they put the doll into the shrine, they noticed that Okiku, the doll, her hair was growing. And they were confused. They were like, "What? This is a doll. Why is the hair growing?" So they cut the hair, but But then the hair kept growing, and that's when the family realized they had made a mistake, whether by naming the doll Okiku or by cutting her hair. So the father gave the doll Meninji Temple in Iwamizawa City. And apparently this temple is a bit more hidden. So you can go, this is an actual temple in Japan. It's a bit hidden, but you can go there. And scientists actually, because they were curious, scientists went and took samples of the doll's hairs. And it is concluded that this doll grows real human hair. So I don't know what to make of that. Like, is the Okiku spirit inside the doll kind of like Annabelle? Or what? Either way, creepy. The fourth one is actually this another urban legend, which is Hajishi Kusama, which roughly translates to 8 feet tall. Now this is similar to the urban legend of La Llorona, in that this woman prays after young children, and when she sees you, you're basically good as dead, which is terrifying. It's sad. So a lot of people describe her differently. Some say she's an old woman wearing a kimono. Others say she's a young girl wearing a white shroud. But one thing they have in common is that this woman is 8 feet tall. She has long arms, long limbs, and whenever you hear her, you just hear the sound of pull, 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 pull. Whenever she is around or whenever she approaches you. So this woman also takes on the appearance, the voice, basically becomes a relative of the child that she wants in order to trick them to go with her. It says that when she sees you, you're good as dead, boo-boo. Like, she will not stop until she has you. And the thing is that they don't really know what happens to the children. What happens to them? Does she eat them? Does she keep them? No one really knows. They just know that if a young child is basically excited by her, then that child will probably go missing later on. Now it's said that apparently she was captured and she had 4 thingies like protecting her and keeping her inside on the east, west, north, and south. But somehow she escaped, and the last time she was seen, according to this Reddit thingy, was 15 years ago. And I'm like, terrifying. Please don't come after me, which is okay because I'm not a young child. But I read once a story, which is why I wanted to include this, but I read like, what was it, 3 years ago, how this person, this Reddit user, they said that it was like this thingy was haunting him, and he used to live in Japan, and he had the relatives, and then he said he saw just this woman with a straw hat, and she looked like a young woman, a white shroud, and he was like, oh, why is she so tall, you know, childlike. And afterwards he would hear the sound pull, 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 and then he had to basically leave Japan and go to America. And even when he was older, like in his 30s, he said when he was writing the post, he said that he got a call from his grandfather that said, oh, you should come visit us, yada yada yada. But he knew that that was probably the lady because his grandfather had died like 2 years ago. And I was like, I don't know if that thing is true, but terrifying. I'm gonna get haunted, aren't I? The last one I think is the most terrifying of them all, without a doubt. Maybe the doll is like second terrifying, but this one is the most terrifying just because there's proof that this is real. Not saying that there isn't proof of the urban legends, but they're urban legends for a reason. And they become urban legends because people have been able to escape. Now this one is actually rooted with some truth and some history. So there is the Hitobashira, which is the human pillars. Now I think they stopped doing this in the 16th century from what I read. But this is basically an old Japanese tradition, like a very, very old Japanese tradition, where basically people would take some other, like they would kidnap some healthy people and they would basically entrap them within the castle walls as like whatever building, a palace they were building, they would entrap them. And it is said that in the Japanese tradition, their soul of the entrapped healthy person would protect the building for any future damage that could happen to this palace. Now I thought, oh okay, oh maybe like 1 or 2 castles, like that's creepy because you have the French catacombs, and some people say that maybe the Great Wall of China probably has some human remains. You know, you die, they push you, keep building. Like I've heard, like it's not something, the concept is not new to me, but you know, they found a castle and it's the Matsu Castle, and apparently a beautiful dancer, like they took this beautiful dancer and trapped her, and apparently her soul still is protecting the Matsu Palace. And they said that whenever a beautiful woman dances, the palace around it trembles, whether it's the poor soul that's jealous, angry, whatever, the castle, the palace trembles, which is why it is forbidden from anyone to dance in or around the palace grounds. And I'm like, terrifying. Although like the pictures of the Matsu Palace look so pretty, but I'm like, but there's a dead person inside that was trapped without its will. I don't know how to feel about that. But yes, those are all the 5 urban legends that I have for you today. Like I said, there's a ton of scary Japanese urban legends, ranging from the snake woman to another toilet spirit that asks you if you want red or blue toilet paper, and either way you die. I don't know what it is with Japan in toilet papers. And there's a tunnel that's like 444 kilometers long. Yeah, terrifying. Honestly, like, I don't fuck with Japanese culture. Please don't haunt me. Oh. It doesn't help that here in Gyeongju there's like dead people buried around, so I'm gonna get haunted. I don't know if that makes me happy or anxious. Probably both. But either way, those were the 5 Japanese urban legends that I have for you today. Obviously, there's a lot more. Let me know down below in the comments if you want a part 2. So like this video if you want a part 2 Japanese urban legends. I kind of want to do maybe next time more Reddit mysteries, kind of like the Hajishi Kusama, the 8 feet tall woman, kind of like that story. I don't know if it's real, but you know, it's kind of fun to tell like other people about it. Like, be scared with me, be terrified with me. Oh my god, I'm gonna be haunted with me, you know, be cursed with me. Fabulous. That's it. You can follow me on all my social medias at e_GomezLiz on Twitter and or Instagram. I've been uploading more pictures on Twitter and just uploading more statuses, whatever. Instagram, I take pictures. I'm trying to put less pictures of myself. Question. Have you heard any of these Japanese legends? And or what other Japanese legends do you know? Let me know down below in the comments. I like being terrified for some unknown reason. Comment, like, subscribe to my channel for more random shit, because that's what I'm here for, folks. And yeah, bye. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.